Good evening. The US Foreign Secretary, Mr. Mike Pompeo, has completed his three-nation tour after the 2+2 dialogue in New Delhi. And these three nations are Indonesia, Sri Lanka, and Maldives. And there is something remarkable, something different regarding this tour is the language. And rarely you will find in the international diplomatic arena the foreign secretary or a foreign minister of a country going to a third country and from there targeting another country. That is, in this case, the foreign secretary of US is going to a third country, let it be Sri Lanka or Maldives or Indonesia, and from there they are targeting a second country, that is China, and he is using the word specifically the Chinese Communist Party. He is not targeting China directly, he is using the word the Chinese Communist Party, so he is making sure that he is targeting at the right place. And he is also using the words like terms like China is a predator, and he is very specific. He is targeting directly. He is not messing up with the words. He is targeting very directly, and that is the reason there is a very sharp reaction from China when he was welcomed in Sri Lanka, and I think that has made some effect of horrifying Sri Lanka, because the way the Sri Lankan government can be seen that they are trying to say that they are not under the debt trap of China, and only 10% of their entire debt is owned by China. And definitely it's a small country which is very much dependent on tourism. Right now in coronavirus, tourism is on historical low. They need money, and Chinese money, we all know, it comes without any strings. So it has made some effect, but they have welcomed Mike Pompeo, and he had got good greetings in Sri Lanka, even in Maldives. Maldives is such a small country, and when US Secretary of Foreign Secretary is visiting there, it is for geostrategic reason, because business-wise, economy-wise, Maldives is a very small economy, and till date there was no even it was not even having US embassy. But now Mike Pompeo has said they will also establish US embassy in Maldives. So this shows that US is really concerned about Indo-Pacific and growing influence of China. They don't want that even Maldives should go into the debt trap of China, though it is India which has rescued Maldives from going into the debt trap of China. Even in Indonesia he went, and he got a warm welcome there. Even Indonesia is on odds with China, because their maritime special economic zone is being claimed by China. Even there is a lot of bullying of Malaysian Navy or Malaysian fishermen by the Chinese Navy. Though Indonesia is not really vocal about China, because it's a small country and limited power, though economically it is much better than Sri Lanka or Maldives, but still size matters. It's a small country, a small power. But now even if Indonesia comes into the US fold and combine these three countries, Indonesia, Sri Lanka and Maldives, if it comes under US fold or Indian fold, then definitely India will be literally ruling the entire Indian Ocean, not only by name but by force. Because whoever controls the Malacca Strait, China will be afraid of them. And the combined power of US and India and these three small countries, Indonesia, Sri Lanka and Maldives, under Indian and US fold, makes a lot of difference when it comes to geostrategy. So it looks that situation is very good, and really, and previously I will say first time we are seeing such a grouping in favor of India, because even in 1962 Sri Lanka was favoring China. So things are going in a positive direction when it comes for India versus China. Things are going in favor of India. It's a win-win situation for US, for other allies of India, and as far as Sri Lanka proper is concerned, Sri Lanka is having real economic crisis, and I think we will have to help them more economically. Not only we, but all the Quad countries will have to help Sri Lanka. Otherwise, there is a huge possibility that if US, India, Japan, Australia doesn't help Sri Lanka economically, they might fall into the debt trap of China in another 10 years. So I think we'll have to do something vis-a-vis financial help, financial assistance to Sri Lanka as well as Maldives. Maldives we have already done a lot. So Maldives is almost out of the debt trap. But Sri Lanka we will have to do more. And not only we, US will also have to do, Japan and Australia will also have to do. But things are moving in proper direction, in correct direction when it comes to countering China. And this particular visit of Mike Pompeo and the 2+2 dialogue really made me happy, because right now I can see the grouping is going in a proper direction, correct direction, and China's blood pressure is rising. Thank you.